Hello friends, my name is Ramasu. Today we shall discuss about topic the Stakeholder Engagement Assessment Matrix. Friend, today's topic is very interesting, especially if you have interest in project management or you are planning to give exam or PMP in near future. So let's start. First of all, I would request to please subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on the bell option as well so that my new videos can reach to you, and also you can follow me on the Facebook page as well. Basically, friend, stakeholder means that any person who has a positive or negative interest in a project, he or she called as the stakeholder. Positive means that he wants the project should be completed successfully because he will get some benefits from the completion of a project. Or a negative stakeholder means that a person who doesn't want the project should be completed successfully because he may hurt or he has some loss in the case of completion of a project. Now friend, a stakeholder is a very important knowledge area as defined by the PMBOK guide, project management body of knowledge. If you want to complete a project successfully, you must have to identify your stakeholders, manage your stakeholders properly. And we all know that whenever a project is started, we can't do a project in silos. We have to do project with the collaboration, with the meeting with customer, with the meeting with internal stakeholders. So basically, stakeholder management, stakeholder could be a CEO of the customer, CTO of a customer, the functional manager from your side, project manager from customer side, project manager for vendor side, the QA team, the deployment team. So all these basically are the stakeholder. Operation manager is also a type of stakeholder. So basically, stakeholder engagement assessment matrix. So first of all, we have to understand that who is a stakeholder. Then engagement means the involvement of stakeholder in a project, and assessment means the checking or evaluation of the involvement, and matrix means comparison. So basically, whenever we talk about stakeholder engagement assessment matrix, we are talking about the level and type of the stakeholder involvement in a project. So every project is dependent on a stakeholder, and if you can analyze, if you can evaluate properly the engagement of a stakeholder properly, you can successfully complete your project. So if we talk about in detail, let me give you an example here. This is a very simple example of the stakeholder engagement assessment matrix. If you can see, here is the list of stakeholder 1 2 3 4. Okay, on the top there are some headings like stakeholder is unaware, is resistant, neutral, supportive, and leading. So if we go from left to right, you can see the involvement or engagement is increasing. Another C means current and D means desired. Okay, so that means if you just see from here, you can realize that stakeholder 1 is current, that means he is unaware. Stakeholder 2 is neutral, okay, and in terms of supportive, he is desired. Stakeholder 3 is desired and current as well. So this is the very simple example of the stakeholder engagement assessment matrix. Another way, a graphical representation of the stakeholder engagement assessment matrix, you can simply plot a graph of the stakeholder with respect to their involvement: unaware, resistant, neutral, supportive, and leading. From here you can see the stakeholder N is basically the top level supportive, and stakeholder 3 is also supportive as well. Okay, so graphical representation, you can use the Excel sheet. Just plot the figures in the Excel sheet and Excel will automatically generate the graph of the assessment matrix. So graphical representation is more effective because you can see it for immediately that which stakeholder is involved more and which involved not more. Another way to represent the stakeholder engagement assessment matrix, to add the power or interest column here. You can see the unaware, resistant, neutral, supportive, and leading. These are the column which we have already discussed. We have added only one column here, power or interest. So that means stakeholder 1 has high power and low interest, and unaware he is currently he is unaware, supportive he is desired. Stakeholder 2 is high power, interest medium, neutral current, and supportive desired. Okay. Stakeholder N, power high, interest high, supportive current, and leading desired. So basically this is the very simple example of a stakeholder engagement matrix. You can make these matrix in Microsoft Excel in a very easy to way, and it will be very useful tool for you to manage the stakeholders. Now friend, here is the question that how to determine the desired stakeholder engagement level. What is the criteria? How will you define that? What is the involvement, what is the desired stakeholder engagement level actually? So first condition, you can say first criteria is the needs. You have to check that whatever the needs he is saying, whether you are including into the project in the scope document or not. The expectations, what he is basically expecting from the project, whether you are fulfilling those expectations or not. The interest he has, why he is interested, why? Because he has he wants to get some benefits from the project, so whether you are including those benefits in the project or not. The impact, potential impact he will get, for example, maybe sometime it happens that if that particular project completed in an organization, maybe he gets the promotion, maybe he gets the appraisal, maybe he gets more power in the organization. So there are certain reasons due to which the certain stakeholders are involving. So based on these criteria, like the needs, the expectations, the interest, and the potential impact, you can analyze, you can determine the level of involvement of the stakeholder. Now friend, remember one thing, that stakeholder is a very important chapter in the PMBOK guide. If you are planning to give exam of PMP in near future, remember that you must have a clear understanding of the stakeholder, because you will definitely see around 5 to 10 question, maybe more than that, in the PMP exam too, and you must have to clear those questions to successfully complete your PMP exam. Secondly friend, this is one aspect of that stakeholder. Secondly, if you are already a project manager somewhere and managing the projects, so you must have to identify your stakeholders properly, manage your stakeholders properly to complete your project successfully. If you can manage your stakeholders properly, you can ensure, you can definitely complete your project on time and successfully. If you failed to manage the involvement of your stakeholders, so definitely your project will definitely not be a success story. So friend, thank you, thanks a lot for watching the video. I hope you like this video. If you like it, please share it with your friends and colleagues, and thanks a lot for watching the video.